Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unravel the secrets buried in corporate filings. Today we're diving into Neogen Corporation's latest announcement, and let's just say things are interesting. We are looking at Neogen Corporation filing current reports on the 8th of January of 2026. This report is about their financial condition and results of operations for the second quarter of their fiscal year 2026, which ended on the 30th of November of 2025. The main event here is Neogen releasing their financial results. They put out a press release on the 8th of January detailing how they did in the second quarter of fiscal year 2026. This report itself isn't for diving super deep into every single number, but rather to tell you that, hey, we released our earnings. The real juicy financial details are in that press release they attached. So, what is in that linked press release? Well, that is where the actual financial story is. Neogen released their results for the second quarter of their fiscal year 2026, which wrapped up on the 30th of November 2025. Think of this 8K filing as the official notification to the world that the company has shared its financial performance. The details about how much money they made or lost, what drove those numbers, and their financial health will be in that attached press release. Now, let's talk about what this means for Neogen. As a company, Neogen is all about food safety and animal safety. They make products that help ensure the food we eat is safe and that our animals are healthy. This can include diagnostic tests for foodborne pathogens, allergens, and even things like drug residue detection in animal agriculture. Given their business, understanding their financial performance is key. Are their new tests selling well? Are they expanding into new markets? Are their costs under control? These are the kinds of questions their financial results will answer, because if their sales are growing and their profits are healthy, it means they are successfully helping their customers keep food and animals safe, which is good for everyone. If the numbers are declining though, it could signal that they are facing some challenges in a competitive market, or perhaps that their strategies for growth are not working as well as planned. When we look at a company like Neogen, we want to see consistent growth. That means their revenue, the total money they bring in, should be going up over time. We also want to see their profits increasing. This isn't just about bringing in more money, but about managing their expenses effectively to keep more of that money as profit. For example, if their revenue goes up by 10% but their expenses go up by 20%, that is not good news. It means they are spending more to make that extra revenue, which can eat into their bottom line. It is also important to look at their overall financial health. Do they have a lot of debt? Is their cash flow strong? A company with a lot of debt might be more vulnerable to economic downturns or rising interest rates. Strong cash flow, on the other hand, means they have plenty of money coming in to cover their expenses, invest in new products, and return value to shareholders. For Neogen specifically, we'd be watching how their different business segments are performing. Are their food safety solutions booming, or is their animal safety division leading the charge? Are they investing heavily in research and development to bring innovative new products to market? These are the kinds of strategic questions that their financial reports implicitly answer. A significant increase in research and development spending, for instance, could indicate a long-term growth strategy, but it also means lower profits in the short term. Let's think about the broader market they operate in. The food and animal safety industry is constantly evolving, new regulations, emerging diseases, and changing consumer demands all put pressure on companies like Neogen to adapt and innovate. Their financial results will reflect how well they are navigating these changes. Are they gaining market share, or are competitors taking a bite out of their business? Now, to give you a real sense of their performance, we need to look at the numbers from that press release. While this filing points to the press release, we'd typically be looking for key figures like revenue growth percentage and net income figures. For instance, if Neogen reported a 5% increase in revenue compared to the same quarter last year, that is a positive sign of growth. But if that revenue growth came with a 10% increase in operating expenses, it would signal that their profitability might be under pressure. We are also interested in their earnings per S-share, which is a key metric for investors, showing how much profit is allocated to each outstanding share of stock. A rising earnings per S-share generally indicates a healthy and growing company. The crucial part is to see if the numbers tell a story of smart management and successful strategy. For example, if Neogen has been acquiring other companies, we'd want to see if those acquisitions are contributing positively to their revenue and profits, or if they are a drain on resources. Looking at Neogen's long-term trajectory, we want to see a pattern of consistent financial improvement. This doesn't mean every single quarter will be a blowout success, but overall, the trend should be upwards. Declining revenues, shrinking profit margins, or increasing debt without a clear strategic reason would be red flags. We're always looking for companies that show they can not only grow but also do so profitably and sustainably. This report, by directing us to the press release, acts as the official announcement of what those numbers are, and from there we can begin to really dissect the health of Neogen Corporation. So, what is my take on this filing? Well, this 8K is primarily an announcement that Neogen has released its financial results. The real analysis comes from digging into those results in the attached press release. If their earnings show solid growth in revenue and profits, it suggests they are successfully executing their strategy in the food and animal safety sectors. However, we need to see those actual numbers to determine the strength of their performance and identify any potential risks. The market Neogen operates in is vital, and their ability to innovate and maintain high safety standards will be reflected in their financials. If they are showing strong cash flow and manageable debt levels, it points to a company that is financially stable and poised for future growth. Conversely, any sign of declining sales or increasing costs would warrant a closer examination of their business strategy and competitive landscape. Alright, that is our breakdown of Neogen Corporation's latest filing. What is your take on the upcoming financial results and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time.